Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Xavier Gipson now to return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win, and kind of like he was all season. He's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Hurts looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, a run with Barkley. He dodged the tackle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That's Denzel Perryman in on a stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Hurts now from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Hurts setting up to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll go. Hurts. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts. Into traffic, complete. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
It's a sneak. Hurts. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power, and it's also an athleticism Oh, he'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Connects with his back, Kimani Vidal. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They've got a man in motion. Herbert to throw once more. Johnson finds the football, complete. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Up the middle, Vidal. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And he has enough room to gain about 4. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 3rd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Dicker connects there, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Sent to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. He's got Smith. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 3rd and short.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 2nd and 5. Here's another carry for Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and 10 from the 43. Back to throw, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Barkley off the pistol give. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st down, Hurts. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, they need 7. Hurts now from the gun. He brings it in. And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down. Hurts throwing again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Elliott connects there and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Yeah, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st down from the 41. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
brings up second.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Here's Vidal on the give. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
Sometimes I just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And it's out of bounds. Took a bounce. It's going to be marked right along the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation. Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Jukes his way into space. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Hurts on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. And again, here's Hurts. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Bigsby Can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Barkley going to try to smash his way in. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
17. Chargers 3. Jake
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Vidal on his own read. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another run for Vidal. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Herbert from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. They've got first down here from the 36. Herbert throwing again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out, that's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Hurts to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. Second and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long, they're going to throw. Got his man, that's Brown again. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the pistol, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's again to Vidal. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
He's brought down at the
one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It is caught left side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 3rd down, Herbert. This is complete. It's Davis. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Now Herbert again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 10.
Eagles 20, Chargers 10.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a two-score game as they start this drive out. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go to Barkley again. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 1st down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Herbert now off the play fake. This is caught downfield by Allen. And he gets this down near the 30.
A gain of 43 yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Herbert lost the football. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Vidal trying this up the gut, and he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action now for Herbert. This one's caught. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Running with Vidal out of the gun. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game.
Chargers 17.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Gibson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
All set to go now from the 35. Drive starts with an option, right side. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They'll run. This is Vidal. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. Catch made over the middle. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 24, Eagles 20.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Shipley now to return. Escapes the defender. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14 and an Eagle first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. And again, here's Hurts. Now he takes it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. There'll be a gain of 5, and they've got 2nd and goal now from the 3. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Now they send their back in motion right. Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
Not just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Hurts now from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Second and 10.
Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. To the air on third and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, a run with Barkley. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Zone read give here to Barkley. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. It's a sneak. Hurts. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Eagles.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Okay, way up here in the booth, can you smell it? Can you smell it? That running back is smelling the end zone. He gets him down there to the 2. You know he wants to finish it.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles take a fourth-quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now Hurts getting his guys set for this 2-point play.
The Eagles.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Let's go, Chargers!
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Johnson finds the football complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down from the 42. Up the middle, Vidal. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
On the quick slant, it's Davis. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this, slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
The score, Chargers 32, Eagles 29.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion. Brock, their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gibson now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Mm-hmm. Herbert on first down. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Here's Vidal on the give. And he gets a feel on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers losing by 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be third down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on fourth down. Desperation time here. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
It's a quarterback. When you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They've got first down here from the 36. He'll look to throw it. Completed here to Johnston. And they take him down right along the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 20-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. They'll run here following the penalty. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Now to throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
39, Eagles 36.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Intended for Jahan Dotson. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.